Hi students, this is Botany PSR. Today I am going to explain plant breeding for disease resistance. Plant breeding for disease resistance. What is resistance? What type of diseases? That is fungal diseases, bacterial diseases, viral diseases, like that. Those points we have to discuss. Right. What is resistance? Resistance means the ability of the plant to prevent the pathogen causing the disease. What is resistance? Ability of the plant to prevent the pathogen, not to promote the pathogen. Promote means disease will occur. So, what is the resistance of the host plant? Resistance of the host plant means ability of the plant to prevent the pathogen from causing the disease. Prevent the pathogen. That point you have to remember. Next, is it a genetical character or morphological character? It is a genetical character. That's why this resistance is determined by genetic constitution. What does it mean? Genetic constitution? That means it is a genetical character. It is not only the morphological character. It is mainly due to the genetical character. That means genotypical character. That is so called genetic constitution. So the ability of the plant to prevent the pathogen is called resistance, and it is determined by genetic constitution. That means it is determined by genes. Genetic constitution means depends upon genes. Right. There are so many types of diseases: fungal diseases, bacterial diseases, viral diseases, isn't it? Right. What are the different types of fungal diseases? Fungal diseases are: 1. Brown rust of wheat. That rust disease is caused by Puccinia. That is, in fungi it will come. Fungi classification, right? Brown rust of wheat caused by Puccinia. Red rot of sugarcane. In sugarcane, red streaks will appear. That disease is so called red rot of sugarcane, which is caused by Colletotrichum falcatum. Colletotrichum. And late blight of potato caused by Phytophthora. So these are the 3 fungal diseases. Again I am repeating, my dear students: brown rust of wheat, red rot of sugarcane, late blight of potato. Next, bacterial diseases. Here only one example is there: black rot of crucifers. Crucifers means family Brassicaceae, caused by Xanthomonas campestris. Xanthomonas campestris. This is the bacterial disease. How to remember? I am giving a trick to you. Ba, B-A, ba. Here also ba. So, of the following, which one is a bacterial disease? Means ba for ba. Here ba is there. Here also ba is there. B-A. So, black rot of crucifers is a bacterial disease. What is the code? What is the trick? Ba for ba. And these are the viral diseases: tobacco mosaic virus, shortly called TMV. Another one, turnip mosaic virus. How they ask in NEET, of the following disease, which are the viral diseases? Means these 3. Which are the bacterial disease? Means this one. What are the this is the bacterial disease. What are the viral diseases? Means these 2. What are the fungal diseases? Means these 3. So don't confuse. Of the following, which are called the fungal diseases? These 3. Bacterial disease, black rot of crucifers. Viral disease means 2 are there: tobacco mosaic virus and turnip mosaic virus. So these are the different types of diseases caused by fungi, bacteria and viruses. That means bacteria will cause diseases, fungi will cause diseases, viruses will cause diseases. Next one, see methods of breeding for disease resistance. That means plants are breeded to obtain disease resistance. That means some plants will possess resistant genes, some plants may not possess resistant genes. So resistant genes are taken and these are injected into the another plant. So that is methods of breeding for disease resistance. How many methods are there means 3 methods are there. How many methods are there for developing disease resistance? 3 methods. What are they? That is 1, hybridization, that is crossing of parents. And next one, selection. And finally third one is mutation breeding. How many methods are there for developing disease resistance? 3 methods are there. Out of those 3 methods, first 2 methods are called conventional methods of breeding for disease resistance. Conventional methods means old methods. So the conventional methods of disease resistance are, we have to say 2 methods. One is called hybridization and second one is called selection. And this is the latest one. Mutation breeding is the latest one, that is classical breeding. Latest one means classical breeding for developing disease resistance. So methods of breeding for disease resistance, how many? 3 methods are there. Out of 3 methods, how many conventional methods? We have to say 2. What are those 2 conventional methods means? That is first one hybridization, second one is selection. Right, next. So when hybridization means there will be the sequence of steps. Previously we noticed that, we discussed that how the plant breeding will be done and what are the main steps. In there what we have different steps means, first of all genetic variability or collection of variability, that is the first step. Next, selection of parents. Second step is selection of parents. Third step, cross hybridization among the parents. Third one is cross hybridization. Fourth one, that is selection of hybrids. Selection of hybrids. And the last step, testing, release and commercialization of hybrids. Like that only, here also the crossing means those steps will occur here also. So that is the correct sequence of steps in breeding for disease resistance are, what are the different steps means? Screening the germplasm for resistant source. Some plants will have resistant genes, some plants will do not have resistant genes. So we have to notice where the resistant genes are present. That is so called resistant source. So that is, we have to screen the germplasm. We have to identify the resistant genes. So the germplasm is generally stored in pollen grain, seeds, etc. Germplasm is generally stored in the form of seeds, pollen grain, etc. Next one, hybridization of selected parents. We have to select the parents and we have to cross each other. That is so called cross hybridization. And next one, selection of hybrids. Evaluation of hybrids. Evaluation means checking. So that is evaluation of hybrids, selection of hybrids. Next one, evaluation of hybrids. In the textbook they have given selection and evaluation of hybrids. Of those 2 steps, which one is first means selection and then evaluation. Try to remember that point also, my dear students. In the textbook what they have given? Selection and evaluation of hybrids. But here I divide that 1 step into 2 steps, that is selection of parents, selection of hybrids and then evaluation of hybrids. Evaluation means checking. First of all select and then check whether the hybrids are with desirable character or not. Next, testing of new varieties. Here new varieties means hybrids only. And release of new varieties. In the textbook, these two in one line, one point, testing and release of new varieties. Of these two, which one is first? Testing of new varieties is first, and later release of new varieties. So these are the steps involved in plant breeding for disease resistance. What are those steps? Screening germplasm for resistant source, hybridization of selected plants, selection of hybrids, evaluation of hybrids, testing of hybrids or new varieties, release of hybrids or new varieties. Are you understanding? Right. There are some varieties are there which are resistant to diseases. What are those? This plant is resistant to this particular disease, like that. Some examples are there. A tabular form is given. Look at this tabular form, my dear students. Right. This is the name of the plant, and this is the variety, and these varieties are resistant to these diseases. This is very peculiar table, and it is very difficult to remember. So please concentrate. If you concentrate means you know the table. I will give some tricks to remember. Okay, right. Here the crop name is wheat. That wheat variety is Himgiri. How they ask? Himgiri is a variety of. Himgiri is a variety of wheat. Like that they will ask in NEET. And this Himgiri variety is resistant to leaf and stripe rust, hill burnt. What type of diseases are they? Leaf and stripe rust. Second one is hill burnt. That is, Himgiri is a variety of wheat resistant to leaf and stripe rust and hill burnt. How to remember? See, Y, W for W, Y. H for H, like that. Y handsome, lover, so romantic, ha. What is the code? Y handsome lover, so romantic, ha. That is, Himgiri is a variety of wheat resistant to leaf and stripe rust, hill burnt. What is the code? Y handsome lover, so romantic, ha. Next one, Brassica. What are the varieties? Posa swarnim. Another one, Posa Roy. Posa swarnim, Posa Roy. And resistance to wheat rust, white rust. How to remember means, Bombay Posalu Swarnalu Rai white. That means in Bombay some varieties are there. That is Bombay Posalu Swarnalu Rai white. That means the stones in Bombay, those are white in color. Like that you have to remember. Bombay Posalu Swarnalu Railu white. Okay, right. Next one, cauliflower. Cauliflower varieties means so Posa Subra, another one Posa Snowball K1, and it is resistant to black rot and curl blight black rot. How can we remember? Cauliflower looks like snowball, and we have to clean. That Subra will clean. Subra, the name of the person, like that you have to remember. So cauliflower looks like snowball, Subra cleaned, and black rots gone. Black rots gone. So cauliflower, snowball, Subra cleaned, black rots gone. Like that you have to remember. And here cowpea variety is Posa komal, resistance to bacterial blight. How can you remember? Bacteria play cocoa. Bacteria play cocoa. Bacteria means bacterial blight. Co means cowpea. This KO means komal, Posa komal. So bacteria play cocoa. Generally, men will play cocoa, and men will play, both men and women will play cocoa game. Here, to remember easily, bacteria play cocoa. That is, bacteria means here bacterial blight. Cocoa, cowpea, Posa komal. Like that you have to remember. And chili variety means Posa sadabahar. What is that? Posa sadabahar. And it is resistant to chili mosaic virus, tobacco mosaic virus, and leaf curl. So these are the resistance to diseases and not. Right. So how can you remember last one? We may use chili in sambar. That sadabahar word is similar to sambar. Sadabahar word similar to sambar. Chili in sambar. Chili in sambar. So try to remember the quotes. First one. Why handsome lover, so romantic ha? Please pronounce along with me, my dear students. Why handsome lover, so romantic ha? Next one. Bombay Posalu Swarnalu Railu white. Bombay Posalu Swarnalu Railu white. Third one. Cauliflower looks like snowball, Subra cleaned, black rods gone. Next one. Bacteria play cocoa. Bacteria play cocoa. And the last one. Chili in sambar. Chili in sambar. Sambar means here sadabahar. The word sambar is similar to sounding sadabahar. So they will ask a triple column. Like that some questions are there. So I am going to ask. See. Posa sadabahar is a variety of. Posa sadabahar. Sambar no. Chili in sambar. So Posa sadabahar is a variety of chili. Resistant to chili mosaic virus, tobacco mosaic virus, leaf curl. Next question. Posa sphagnum is a variety of. Posa sphagnum is a variety of brassica, or Posa roy is a variety of brassica. Resistant to white rust. Next one. Himgiri is a variety of. Himgiri is a variety of wheat. Resistant to leaf and stripe rust and hill burnt. So please note down these points in your notes. Are you following, my dear students? Next. Third one. Mutation breeding. It is the classical breeding for disease resistance. What is a mutation? The sudden heritable change that occurs in genotype of organism. What is the mutation? The sudden heritable change that occurs in genotype of an organism. Generally, mutations are harmful. Very few mutations are beneficial. Here, mutations, artificial mutations can be done by using chemicals like colchicine and radiations like gamma rays. What is the chemical used for mutation breeding? Colchicine, obtained from seeds of Colchicum autumnale, which belongs to family Liliaceae. And what is the radiation used? Gamma rays. right? By using those chemicals or radiations, we can breed the plants. This is so-called mutation breeding. As mutations are appeared means it is so-called mutation breeding. What is a mutation? The sudden heritable change that occurs in the genotype of organism. The sudden heritable change that occurs in genotype of organism. That means in the DNA sequence, a sudden change will appear. That is so-called mutations. So those mutations can be done artificially by using chemicals or radiations. What the chemical used in mutation breeding means? Colchicine, and radiations means gamma radiations, right? So examples of mutation breeding can be what are the examples of mutation breeding means? There are two examples are there. One is called manga bean. One is called manga bean. Second one is called lady's finger. That is also called Parabani Kranti. Manga bean and Parabani Kranti. So where does those resistant genes are transferred? That means transfer of resistant genes that are in the same crop. Resistant genes are transferred within the same crop. Here, lady's finger, transfer of resistant genes that are in the related wild species. Those points also very, very important, my dear students. Resistant genes are present in some plants. So, transfer of resistant genes that are in the same crop means we have to say manga bean. Transfer of resistant genes that are in the related wild species means we have to say lady's finger, that is Parabani Kranti. And by mutation breeding, this manga bean is resistant to what type of disease? Manga bean is resistant to means one is called yellow mosaic virus and powdery mildew. For those two diseases, manga bean is resistant. Manga bean means beans, a type of bean variety, belongs to family Fabaceae. So manga bean is resistant to two diseases. One, yellow mosaic virus. Second one, powdery mildew. Next one, resistance to yellow mosaic virus found. That yellow mosaic virus is found in how many type of plants? In these two plants, yellow mosaic virus is resistant. So resistance to yellow mosaic virus found in means we have to say both manga bean and Parabani Kranti. Parabani Kranti commonly called lady's finger. See how this Parabani Kranti plant is obtained. See, look at this board. This is the wild species of lady's finger and this is the lady's finger bindi. Bindi means lady's finger. This is also lady's finger only. These two are lady's fingers only. Of course, this is a wild variety. This is normal variety. This is lady's finger. This is also lady's finger. This is a lady's finger belongs to wild species. What is the scientific name? Abelmoschus tuberculatus. Abelmoschus tuberculatus. Bindi means Abelmoschus esculentus. These are the scientific names. Here, wild species, one good character is present. Resistant genes of yellow mosaic virus, resistant genes are present in this wild species. That type of gene is not present in bindi. That's why there is the presence of yellow mosaic virus resistant gene is in wild species. Then we are taking out that yellow mosaic virus resistant gene and that gene is transferred from wild species to bindi. Then the bindi will become resistant to yellow mosaic virus and finally obtained a variety called Parabani Kranti, which is also a lady's finger. See, here what we have to understood, here it is wild species, it is normal species. This wild species has a good character, that is disease resistant gene, that is disease resistant gene, that is yellow mosaic virus resistant gene is present in wild species. That type of gene is absent in bindi. So we are transferring that yellow mosaic virus resistant gene is from wild species to bindi. Finally, successful variety is obtained, that successful variety name is Parabhani Kranti. They will ask like this: Parabhani Kranti is a variety of lady's finger. See, scientific names, by observing the scientific names, Abelmoschus tuberculatus, Abelmoschus esculentus. Species are different. The first component is called generic name, second component is called species name. If species names are different means this type of hybridization is so called interspecific hybridization. What is that? Interspecific. Inter means different. Inter means different. It is also called, as genus are same, it is also called intrageneric hybridization. This type of hybridization is so called interspecific because species are different. It is also called intrageneric hybridization. So please note down all these points, my dear students. See, now I am going to explain plant breeding for developing resistance to insect pests. What is that subheading? Plant breeding for developing resistance to insect pests. Right. These are the plant names, and these plants are having some special character. Because of that special character only, insects and pests are resistant. That is, do not attract. These plants do not attract these insects or pests. Right? See, cotton is having hairy leaves. Because of the presence of hairy leaves, jacids are not attracted. That means cotton do not attract jacids because of the presence of hairy leaves. So, hairy leaves of cotton will show resistance to jacids. Similarly, hairy leaves of wheat, this wheat plant also possesses hairy leaves, are resistant to cereal leaf beetle. This is also one type of insect. So, these are all the different types of insects. These are all the different types of insects or pests. So, jacids are resistant to cotton, or cotton is resistant to jacids. Wheat hairy leaves are resistant to cereal leaf beetle. Cereal leaf beetle. So, hairy leaves are found in both cotton and wheat, but insects are different. So, hairy leaves of cotton are resistant to, do not attract jacids. Hairy leaves of wheat plant are resistant to, do not attract cereal leaf beetle. Another example, wheat plant with solid stem, not hollow stem. No empty space is found inside the stem. Solid stem of wheat do not attract stem sawfly. This is an insect. So, it does not tolerate the stem sawfly. So, solid stem of wheat do not attract, or solid stem of wheat is resistant to stem sawfly. This is an insect. Another example is there, smooth leaves and nectarless cotton. What is the leaf character? Here it is hairy leaves. Here it is different. Smooth leaves. Leaves are smooth. And also with nectar or nectarless? Nectarless. Which plant? Cotton. So cotton is having a special character called smooth leaves, and nectarless cotton are resistant to bollworms. That means this cotton, smooth leaves and nectarless cotton do not attract bollworms. Here it is, hairy leaves of cotton do not attract jessids. Try to remember. Here it is jessids, here it is bollworms. Here it is cotton, here it is also cotton. That point you have to remember. And last one, high aspartic acid. Aspartic acid content is high. Low nitrogen sugar content. Nitrogen content low. Sugar content low. Wow. What is high content? Aspartic acid is high. Nitrogen content is low. Sugar content is low. These points you have to remember. Tell me, aspartic acid content is high. Nitrogen content is low. Sugar content is low. So high aspartic acid, commonly called aspartate also. Aspartic acid or aspartate. High aspartic acid and low nitrogen and low sugar content in maize is resistant to maize stem borer. What is that insect name? Maize stem borer. So these plants are resistant to these insects and pests. These plants are resistant because of the presence of this part, because of the presence of this character. Cotton, here also cotton, here also cotton. Try to remember. Hairy leaves of cotton are resistant to jessids. Smooth leaves and nectarless cotton in cotton are resistant to bollworms. Next, see this tabular form, my dear students. In the textbook, there a tabular form is there. So this is the plant name and this is the variety. This variety is insect or pests. See, Posa Gaurav is a variety of brassica, which is, this plant is infected by insect or pest. What is that? Aphids. Aphids. How can you remember? See, B, G, A. See, B means brassica, A means aphids, G means Gaurav. So how can you remember? By simple remembering a word called bag. Bag. B means brassica, A means aphids, G means Posa Gaurav. So Posa Gaurav is a variety of brassica. Is resistant to aphids. Okay, right. Flat bean varieties Posa Sem2, Posa Sem3. Resistant to jessids, aphids, fruit borer. How can you remember? See, Jeff, J-A-F. Jessids, J, jessids, A, aphids, F, fruit borer, last F, flat bean. Jeff, Sem, 23. What is the code? Jeff, Sem, 23. First one code, bag. Second one code, trick, Jeff, Sem, 23. If you remember these codes, it is easy to remember, it is easy to write the exam. Don't by heart. These are the tricks. If you follow these tricks, it is very, very easy and easily get good marks, right? Okra or bindi or lady's finger. Previously, one lady's finger variety came. What is that? Parabani Kranti. Parabani Kranti is a variety of lady's finger. Okra is a okra, lady's finger only. Bindi, lady's finger only. Posa Savani. What is that? Posa Savani, Posa A4, and shoot and fruit borer. How can you remember? O Savani A4, shoot and fruit borer. Like that you may remember. What is that? O Savani A4, shoot and fruit borer. O Savani means Posa Savani. A4, Posa A4, shoot and fruit borer. O means this one, okra. So try to remember these three codes. First code is bag. Second code is Jeff Sem23. Jeff Sem23. Third one is O Savani A4, shoot and fruit borer. Shoot and fruit borer. O means okra. Savani means Posa Savani. A4 means Posa A4. They will ask in NEET like this. Posa Savani is a variety of. Posa Savani is a variety of okra or bindi or lady's finger, which is resistant to shoot and fruit borer. Try to remember the code or trick. What is that? O Savani A4, shoot and fruit borer. Like that you have to remember. First one code bag. Second one code Jeff Sem23. Third one code O Savani A4, shoot and fruit borer. Okay, please note down all these points and we will meet in the next class.